of analysis of gold and silver is probably going to be the most important video that you will see regarding gold and silver. While at the moment gold and silver are expected to be bullish, and every other person who is in the market realizes that we are expected to see a massive move in gold and silver, few people are realizing that we need to have an exit strategy. And the reason I'm saying towards an exit strategy, because traditionally, and this is says historically, commodities always moves in cycles. And it is looking to me, as far as Elliott wave analysis is concerned and cycle analysis is concerned, we are heading towards the end of that cycle. So one of the most important questions to answer is, when is this cycle expected to end, and where exactly the prices are expected to see a reach and end on it. And after that end happens, as we have seen in gold and silver, and as we have seen in other commodities like wheat, copper, aluminum, and other commodities, the reversal is massive. First, I'll show you the largest picture of the data so you can see what exactly is happening. Although that I'm still fresh, I am no, I won't say I am bullish on gold and silver, but I'm also focusing on a very important answer is to get out of the market at a proper time at a proper price so that I don't leave anything on the table and I don't actually accidentally come across where prices drops massively and I'm still in the market. We already have seen a massive drop in the prices of gold and silver. By massive, I mean if you look at silver, it went from 120 back to around $58, $56, and gold almost went from 5,000 something, I think 5,600, right over here, 5,600 all the way back to around $4,000. So a massive move in terms of percentage, a massive move in terms of price as well. So today we are going to try to answer where exactly we are expected to happen. Now, if you look at in the historic data of gold and silver, let me show you first what are we risking at right now. Okay, so here's the thing. An elongated correction can happen that can last 4 or 5 years, or even if you look at the larger cycle, and it looks like, let me go on a monthly time frame, and then it'll give you an idea of what could possibly happen. This could possibly happen too. All right, that where we see a sudden drop in the price of silver. I do understand that silver is right now needed in solar panels and other technology that we are making, especially in data centers as well. But keep in mind that these things happen in cycles. So once the top has been reached, either we'll see a modest correction, which is at least around, if you price goes from $50 all the way to $14, so around I think 70% drop, or we can see massive drop about up to 90% as well. So it's like it went from $48 all the way back to $3, so that's around 94, 95% drop. I think 92% drop. Yeah. So what could possibly happen? And in order to try to help you see, I've a forecast for you gold and silver, and this is based on proper research. I've conducted proper research in last few days, and I've come up with a price target that is in balance with our cycle study analysis. It will help you see as soon as the prices gets there, you'll start seeing signs of it that there is a possibility of gold and silver to start crashing. So as far as time pattern concerned, if you look at the time, then somewhere around September to December are the tops when the tops occur in gold and silver. So you look at the historic data, if you look at the monthly data, you will go and see it's close to around in the middle of September to December. So a lot of people are looking at it because we have dropped suddenly quite a bit, and a lot of money influxes in fact, it's going to happen in gold and silver. So a sharper move is expected in the bullish, meaning we could see a probably top happening between September and December of 2026. So within few months, right now we're in August, so we have hardly either 3 to 4 months of, I would say 2 to 4 months of time where we'll see a massive increase in the price, and that could be the top of quite a while of gold and silver. So silver is right in front of us. I'm expecting that silver to reach around $173.65 per ounce. All right. I've done once again, this is not a random number. I've done quite a bit of research to reach this data, and you won't see these the numbers anywhere else. So from this bottom, let's start calling this bottom. So I'm considering this whole pattern as a zigzag pattern. We have a five-wave structure followed by a three-wave structure, followed by another five-wave structure, and you'll see here is the labeling of wave one and two, and wave three and four, and I'm expecting a sharper move in wave five. And once that happens, $173 and few cents. This is expected to reach before December, before end of 2026. So we have either 2 to 4 months of data left, and part of December as well, part of August is left as well, to give us a top. And once the top is reached, it's very important to become cautious. At least take the original money off the table. Whatever you invested, at least take off the table. I've got some investments in gold and silver, and I'm going to take them off the table completely because I am 100% confident in my research in gold and silver that we are to see a reversal, a sharper reversal. Whether prices can stay in a sideways pattern for a longer period and then drop, that's another thing, or it can sharply drop and then stay in the range and then drop further. So we are not aware. You can see that initially dropped in for and then stayed in the range and dropped further. And here you can see it's dropped quite a bit and stayed in the range and then dropped a little more as well. So both possibilities can happen. It can happen, drop a bit, quite a bit, and then stay in the range and then drop the rest of the day. Or it can suddenly drop, like we have seen a drop over here, stay in the range and drop a bit more to complete the bottom as well. One thing I'm very particular is that we expected to see a stronger bullish market in gold and silver. However, I'm more focused on exit as compared to entry. Reason is because once you enter, once a lot of people are gonna, and I have seen a lot of people that I know they're borrowing quite a bit of money to throw in the market, but you're risking quite a bit too. Markets are once again market; they can go in any direction. I'm bullish on gold and silver. Once again, we'll go in a daily time frame chart and we'll look into some data to give you some idea of where we can enter the market. So the previous whole structure, if you look at the previous whole structure, that can be encapsulated by two trend line. First of the major trend line that encompasses the whole pattern, and then we can also draw a smaller trend line to can capture the last portion of it right over here. And we can see, I think in my last analysis, I discussed that we breached this and we went on long. And right now we have seen breached the outer line as well. So we have two breaches of the support, giving an indication there's a high probability of a bottom being formed around $56, 55.50 or 56, whatever the bottom is right here. And if you look at it, if you look at this bottom, from this bottom, you can see that we have seen a lot of price movement in wells. So I would particularly do is that I would keep in mind the target, and I would definitely, I can divide this whole pattern into eight. All right, as per Gann did, and you can see we are already kind of 1 by 8 away from it. Or I can also divide it into seven to see if we have some extra data points. And you can see that I think that we are right now, if you look at divide in seven, kind of falls, this support kind of falls at 1 by 2 of this whole range. All right, so that gives you some idea as well. And if you want to get even more some points, you can also divide this into uh, nine easily portions as well. Okay, that tells you that we probably have already reached resistance and came back and then went on again as well. Now look at it 15-minute chart and give you some help as well. But I think the larger time pattern, we can easily see that from this pattern we can see all sorts of different waves. And once again, these waves are just so that you can get an idea. These are not exact representation of it. Okay, I'll come back to 15-minute chart and look into it. And for gold, was one of the most important question is that when are we going to see the top, and when how much the price is expected to be. For gold, we have seen already a massive move right from the bottom right over here. If you look at this bottom, we have seen a massive move, and we have seen this bottom, we have already seen quite a massive move. So most of the move is already out, but it still gives you a chance if you're interested in gold and you want to exit it, you can exit your trade that actually started way back here or here. And if you want to start a new trade that can still carry on, it still has quite a way to go on. The potential target for gold is $6,560. All right. And once again, the time to it for to happen is in the middle of September and December, September to December 2026. My apologies. So here, once again, I am expecting that we are going to see the top in gold and silver. For gold is around 6,560 US dollars, and we have small period of time left to reach that move. Once again, I am happy that we are going to see a bullish move in gold and silver. I'm focusing hard on exit strategy so that when everybody is so bullish that people are actually buying and borrowing money to go long into gold and silver, that gives you a worrying sign. All right, that the top is near, at least in terms of time. For silver, in terms of price, is far away. You can give you about $105 still on the price of 68, $70, or $100, let's say, selling at $70 US, right? But for gold, you can see that the top is near in terms of price from the previous top, which is around 5,600, and we have another thousand to go from this top as well. And from this bottom, we have about 2,000 bucks to go along. And but right now we have moved quite a bit right now, which gives you even little room to play gold, right? But we'll look into smaller time frame analysis to see if we can come up with a trading pattern as well. Once again, if you want to get confirmed that have you seen the bottom, you can also draw a simple trading, trend line. That trend line respects this point and the top point, and you can see that we saw some resistance coming from the top. And the second trend line, that is one internal, is also can be used to give you an extra idea that we have definitely seen right over here. Okay, so once again, this point and that point both are cover. There's one more trend line inside, but there's not a point. So you get a point right now that we have seen a bottom right over here, and we have a structural support right over here along as well. So we are bullish in gold and silver. Once again, pretty nice setup for gold to go long. But keep in mind that exit has to be very important because we are running close to almost, I think about anywhere from like around close to 30 years. All right, we can definitely go and look when the bottom was made, last bottom was made. So it's very important that we. So I'm talking about the bottom back in here, all right, somewhere over here. And actually, this was the year. So back in September 1999, that was the time then we have seen some movement in stocks as well. Close to that moment, gold started went up, and then we saw a crash in I think year 2000. So going on from year 2000 all to right now, we are in end 2026. So we well, about 26 years of data that we have seen from the bottom, quite a massive. If you include year 2019, I mean 1999, and that gives you a point that we be about 27 years of data. So which is close to 30 years of data, which is huge, massive cycle could be coming to an end. Keep that thing in mind because while you have not been in the market, gold have been going in bullish way. Once again, I think that once prices reach around 6,560 US dollars per ounce, we're going to see a major resistance come and give a lot of surprise to a lot of people. Let's have a look on a 4 hourly time frame to see if we can come up with trading setups as well. Okay. And I wanted to talk about this so that there is a possibility of a move happening in silver, and we will discuss that in 15-minute chart. It's not visible on 4 hourly chart. It's visible on 15-minute chart. Okay. Right after this correction, the price have been quite, uh, you know, strange. So there's a possibility either we can stay in this, all right, or we can also come down. If the correction is sharp, we can come down and found support right over here. Let me have a look, and I think we can do this, okay, and we can come down in a sharper way, all right. So if this happens, don't get surprised. This happens, don't get surprised. We can actually still make sense of a correction wave A and a wave B and wave C. This will be very short-lived if this happens. All right. And I wanted to, this is more clear. And once again, if this happens, all right, because if this happens, we'll be on the top of this correction, which is pretty important structure right now. Let me see right now. So this structure is very important. It was the last consolidation of the data that we have, and then prices moved sharply. She stayed very small time period of time over here, which is giving me a concern. There's a possibility that we can actually see over here. This does not have to happen, so you do not play it on the bear side. The other possibility, which is also highly likely, is that price stays in the range for a bit right here. This one. That price stays in this range. If this happens and you see a price going upward, you can definitely see that the bottom, small time frame bottom has happened here right now. You can play that and you can go long. That will tell you that we have seen um, a move followed by a correction and another move followed by a correction, and you can wait for a larger move to happen. Okay, this will give you a clue that the corrections are happening right now in a smaller time as compared to the impulse waves as well. For example, if you look at it, and if you look at it, this will give you an idea, but keep in mind that there is a possibility of this thing to happen. If this happens, do not go and all of a sudden change your point. In fact, consider this as a buying opportunity. This is supposed to run out on Monday. If this doesn't happen on Monday, it's not going to happen. Okay. So very important point that I wanted to convey. We'll leave this um, on to convey an idea. Okay. So when this happens and the range breaks, you can go long and consider the lower low right over here as your stop loss. Silver is also pretty interested on a 15-minute chart because the silver has shown some behavior which we haven't seen in gold, and I'll talk to you about this because all right. So while silver completes this correction and went up and found a resistance at the top right over here, gold did not. Gold went on and created a new high on a 15-minute chart. That's why I'm saying that this whole pattern is becoming a little fishy. So once again, in silver, there's possibility that we'll see prices to go up and come down once more time if they do not crash further down. So one probability, this is one probability, and that this happens. Okay. In that case, we can easily draw a channel which gives you an idea that okay, we are going to see a break. So price is going to go up and come down, and when it goes up, breaks it once again. That gives you an idea that we can go long on silver using the previous stop on the smaller time frame. However, once again, there is also possibility because the market can act very sharply that we can see some structure like this. All right. And that will bring into point right now that we have a pretty interesting structure right now that would complete the correction. And as soon as we have seen the correction to go on, prices have sharply moved on. So this correction would become part of that. All right. This is an impulsive wave followed by a correction, which is kind of an expanded flat. Okay. Keep your eyes open. Once again, if this does not happen on Monday, if this drop does not happen on Monday, then we can easily go on long. We are aware of it because we have already seen the prices that we have an impulsive followed by a correction, another followed by impulsive followed by a correction. All right, in that case, the correction would end over here. So two possibilities. We are seeing the prices to go possible stay in the correction in sidewave pattern. This is one possibility. Another possibility that instead of staying in the range, they would go deep and found a support right over here, wiping out a lot of retail traders before it goes up. Once again, the most important part that I wanted to bring in this analysis is an exit strategy if you are gold and silver investor, and that as top is expected to stay to happen in gold and silver in between September and December of 2026. And I've already given you the price for silver. It's around $173 and a few cents per ounce, and for gold it's around I think 6,500 something. Let me have a look. 6,560. Let's call it 6,550. All right. Let's call it even 6,550. So you keep an eye on the market. Wish you good luck and see you soon. Have a good one. Bye bye.